Hi, I'm Julie Wright, and I've been working with at-risk kids across the street and around the world for about 30 years. Today I'd like to share with you my top 3 points or strategies for engaging effectively with an at-risk or hurting child. My first one is the goal. Your goal when you're ministering to kids at risk is to connect, not to control. I think traditionally as Sunday school teachers or teachers in the classroom, even parents, we feel like our first goal is to make sure kids behave. That cannot be your goal when you're working with an at-risk child or a child that comes from a difficult place. Your goal needs to be to connect, to make a connection. My second tip with working with at-risk kids is you need to disarm fear. You need to disarm fear and create safety. You have to help a child feel safe in your environment. A lot of times we talk about we want kids to feel accepted, we want them to feel safe, and we just hope that by saying hi and everything, that'll do it. A child who has been abused or who has been mistreated walks into your environment with a trust deficit. And because of that trust deficit, that has to be addressed. You have to address directly this lack of safety and the fear and the wall that they have. So when our kids would come, or when I've met with kids one-on-one or two-on-one, I guess we usually do it in groups, I always say that they are safe. I tell them, I know that you've been in an environment where you may feel afraid, you may not understand what's happening, this may be new to you, and then I say, I want you to know you can always ask a question. I want you to know that you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. I want you to know you can say no. I want you to know you can go home if you feel uncomfortable. By verbalizing those boundaries that create safety, you help to disarm fear. My third point is to reflect Christ, to reflect His love, and to show children that they have value. And there's a lot of ways you can do this. There's affirmation, attention, affection. I call those the 3 A's. Show them affection that's appropriate, giving a high five when they come in, sometimes a side hug, patting them on the back, different ways of showing affection, letting them know you like them, encouraging them, affirming what they do right. Hey, I noticed you shared that. Thank you, that was really kind. Verbalize, affirm whatever they do that is good and right to show that they have value. And it really shows the most when they fail. It's not just that we affirm when they do things right, but it's when they really mess up, when they have had an emotional meltdown, when they have gotten in a fight and just gotten provoked. When you tell them, I tell my kids all the time that I love them. Some people are like, oh, that's personal, and I just tell them, you know what, Johnny, I love you. I am so sorry that you got so angry and because that hurt you, that you felt put down, that you hit Billy, whatever happened. I'm sorry it happened, but I can see that you're hurt. I can see it made you angry, but I want you to know I love you and I forgive you. And can we talk about forgiving Billy and coming back into the class? So the key with children at risk is say what they need to hear. They don't just know it's going to be okay. They don't just know you love them. They don't just know it's safe, because that hasn't been their experience. So connect, love on them, affirm them, and enjoy working as you build up truth and value in your kids at risk.